Good morning, guys. Hi, Assassin. Hey, Cactus. Ravindra, Black, Grandpa J, Funtime, Justin, Skyrose, Bacon, Early, Justin, Adam, Daniel, Skyrose. YouTube finally didn't hide the... Did you remember to leave a like? The last live stream? Because I think actually that might also have something to do with it. Hi Tank, hey Void, Iceman. Hold on, I'm just trying to adjust my mic here. I think I'm gonna have to replace my headphones at some point, because I noticed with these it's like open back. If I'm too close to my mic, then I get this weird feedback. So it needs to be closed. I wonder if there's like covers I can purchase to just cover the mic. If it's too close, then there's feedback. Hey Red. UC's gonna get a nerf. I think it's already been nerfed, right? Yeah, unstable. For those of you who don't know, unstable conduit is getting a nerf. So they've changed it. Hold on, they might have even already changed it. Yes, they changed it. Look at this. It was 25%. How many defense points was it? Hold on. They changed... Hold on. I got it on my channel. Okay, so repairable durability went from 25% to 10%. Yeah, they've definitely changed it. Defense points 15 down to 5. And the cooldown is now 18 seconds, which is longer. It was 15 seconds before. So what I've actually done... Wait, what is the... I mean, if they're going to change that, they got to change the cost. Why would you want to have it more expensive? Yeah, well, either or. And you might be wondering, well, how's that going to change the meta? That's actually going to change the meta a lot, because you're going to see players not using them or not using unstable conduit. So we're going to see as a whole, the tanks aren't going to be as tankier because they can't heal all the way back up to what like before. So that's a big deal. That. Hey Brandon, Gatto. Bear dynamic. I actually I had that before, but it actually broke. I bought like 2 pairs. But the clip thing on the side broke. So that's why I went with Sennheiser. I had Sennheiser before, like a while back, but it was I think it was the closed. But I don't think they sell those anymore. Well, the one that I used to get, so I changed it. Advanced repair or phase shift would be the other one. Yeah, that would be the other option. So now, technically speaking, Tet should be easier to kill. Okay, because now they can't heal all the way back up. They can't recover all that great damage. And if you use crumble weapons with the sustained damage, like I showed in my video, they should go down. They should go down faster. But I said from the very start, when we had the update with the unstable conduit, I was like, this is going to be a problem right here. Because I could see what it was doing to the sword unit. And I was like thinking, okay, well, if it does it to the sword unit, the Tet had actually not even come out at that point. But I was thinking, man, if it's going to do that for the sword unit, it's going to do it for all tanks like Archo, Revenant, Ultimate Fenrir, like all of those. And then I was thinking, oh no, but they're going to come out with that Tet. That's going to make it unkillable. And I was right, because when they came out... should you be running... no, you should always run tanks. You should always run, because you always need to hold down beacons. Yeah. Okay, so today's live stream, we're going to be trolling with the Newton. So I'm going to be running the Newton. I say troll because this Titan's ability is funny. I always laugh when there's someone on the team that has a Newton, because you see these Titans floating, and it's just funny because like if I get like a Bjorn, you see like the legs dangling. Ocho, yeah, all Titans. Ocho, Raptor, Revenant, Ultimate Fenrir, Ultimate Mender, Pet, you know, everything that was really tanky before that was hard to kill, it was because of Unstable Conduit. So now, this doesn't mean that necessarily that the Teth is going to be, you know, it's not unkillable. It's still going to be hard to bring down, but it should be easier now because they can't heal all the way back up. I mean, they could technically if you let them survive long enough, but hopefully that's not the case. So we'll see. Hey Robert, this has been your go-to. So I was deciding what to run because I had this initially, you know, because you get extra defense mitigation, but you need to charge it up. But I was finding I wasn't doing as well with this as when I run Cannibal Reactors. I mean, we can run it. I was just finding that I was dying too quick. I couldn't kill players getting to me quick enough. So we'll see, maybe. The name is Unstable. Yeah, well, Unstable Conduit is, it's the only active module in the game that changes. Like everything, like all the other modules, they don't change. Like if you look at like Advanced Repair, Quantum, Deathmark, these are all like, they've been like that since they came out. And then we have Unstable Conduit. You know what? I was just thinking, you know, I guess like if they had like a separate where they just keep on changing it, but it's within the same, like maybe there's one with some healing, but then they would have to change it on their end. I actually kind of like the idea of Unstable Conduit because, you know, players aren't buying like a weapon or like a bot. So what they're doing is they're mixing things up with a module to keep things fresh in the game. I kind of like that. But they need to provide more like power cells though, if they want players to use that. Someone wanted me to run this Baglio, that's why I'm running it, but I have a feeling I'm only going to run it for a couple of games and then I'm going to have to swap it out because that build compared to what I have available, like using health for example, is a lot stronger. I'm gonna need some help here from my teammates. I don't have any help. Yeah. Well, kind of. This might help against that guy. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this build afterwards. It's just not doing enough damage for me. When you play in Champion League, like you better have damage output on your builds. Is someone gonna spawn here? I'm gonna get rid of that guy up top. heck is that? Well, I'm charged now. Seems to be doing okay now. Oh, that didn't work on him. I guess because he's flying? What the? Kind of scared to go a little bit to the side here because they might have a Titan that goes through the teleport. Oh shoot. No, 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 no. Ah! Oh, yes. Oh, there's a Bjorn. There's a Bjorn, guys. There's a Bjorn. Hold on. No, 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 no. Yes. I trolled him. Yo, what the? This sword unit. Two tanks and one beacon runner. You could have a tank and a beacon runner. It could be the same. Oh, we were actually down a player. Well, technically they were down 2 players. You could have both. So you could have, like, for example, an archer, which is tanky, and you could use it to run beacons. Or I guess a raptor too, to some degree. What is the Newton's other ability? What is this? It's like a railgun thing. Railgun dealing massive damage. Although sometimes I wonder, does this even work? Because, like, I'm looking when I use it. I'm like trying to look to see if it's actually firing. Massive damage, 800 meters. Unstable conduct. Yes, it got nerfed. I'm glad that they nerfed it though. I actually been pushing it since since they released that thing. Because I was like, it's gonna be a problem for your tanks. You're not gonna be able to kill stuff. Everyone removed unstable conduit. It's funny. It went from everyone using it to everyone stopped using it. Oh, I forgot to change this build. No. I didn't want to run this build. Ooh. There's a guy that's watching me there on that side. Oh my. I knew this build was strong. I didn't think it was that strong. Yo, wait. We don't have any beacons here. What the? Wait, is that a Titan? We still do not have another beacon on this side. This game's over. Down a player. Yeah, it happens a lot when I live stream. I gave my reasoning as to why. You're gonna see it every single game of the stream. We're down 3 players. Not 1 player, that's 3. 1, 2, 3. With unstable conduit, I didn't have unstable conduit on my my condo though. I think I had advanced repair. I keep forgetting to change that Baglio build. We gotta change it. That build is costing me. I need more damage output. Come on, guys, don't all go this way. Oh, Weenie's on my team. Okay, we got Weenie. That's all we need. This guy is a Pathfinder, I think, right? Oh wait, we lost our beacon. He's gonna drop in with a Titan or something. We've got 3 players on this side. Wait, what is that guy in? What is that? Hey! Oh my. This might be over. We've got a 5 cap. I don't want to heal up because I actually wanted to drop in with the, but I think it's going to be too late. Yes, we got a kill before the game ended. Wait, we were down 2 players. Okay, gotta change this. Yeah, not worth running, in my opinion. But if you have those weapons, I also would not sell it because I think the way that Pixonic works, they buff old stuff, and I think there's gonna be at some point they're gonna buff like especially damper weapons because you don't see it being used. At some point, they're going to buff it. It runs like a fat chubby. With unstable, Rick, unstable conduit doesn't work like it did before. They nerfed it this morning, so the build that you're thinking about probably won't be as effective. Who's this in front of me? Just moving out this side here. There you go. I had to go for him. He was a sword unit. One hit that guy. Ooh, they were gonna come this way. Guys, we're gonna need some help here. Teleport. We need more help on this side. Ooh. Lost in. I should drop in with my Newton. I actually want them to kill me because I want to drop in with the Oh shoot, we actually killed that guy. This guy will kill me. Okay, there we go. Thing is, oh, that guy's lucky. I almost killed him. Almost. Help, guys. No, 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 no. I'm in trouble. Yeah, we need more Titans, quick. No. Where the heck is my team? Can't take them all. Ah, that explains it. We actually did pretty good with that though. You gotta admit. How many guys I kill with that thing? But we got another problem. This guy here. We're gonna lose. Not enough beacons, yeah. We might be able to get this beacon actually. Oh, not enough time. Yeah, that neuter was doing like, it was doing work. Whoa, 22 kills. Gee. Yeah, that thing was definitely cooking. I'm actually wondering, so... Oh. Sorry, dude. Incoming! Uh-oh. Jump, jump, jump. There we go. Oh, shoot, that was a waste. I shouldn't have used my ability there. Or my mothership. That condo's actually doing pretty decent. What's going on over here? We've got someone... We've got someone in our spawn. Dangly legs. I can't see. Uh-oh. He spawned at center, we killed him. Yes. Guys, we need more beacons. If we don't get more beacons soon, ASAP, we're gonna be in trouble. We won't be able to spawn elsewhere. Why is he hiding? Get that beacon quick. ASAP. No. We're not gonna have enough time. Game over. We didn't cover our beacons. There's a Scarabius drone with. It's gonna depend on what bots you have. So the ones that will benefit will have like a physical shield. Oh my gosh, we were down 3 players that game. So many titans at 1 beacon. I was trying to get to the left side, but the thing is, so the build that I'm running is not a brawler, which means it's better for my teammates to go and then I support them. So if a titan drops in, then I can use a choke ability on them, right? These guys are going to teleport to me. That's why they're waiting back there. Here comes the teleport. Well, hold on a second now, Mr. Scorpion. I'm not done with you. I need to charge up a bit here. Just go down to last stand maybe. There we go. This guy's just using his sword unit. Wait, where did that one come from? Oh, they must be back there. Uh-oh. We gotta do that. That's a sword unit back there, so we've got to make sure we have an escape route because he's going to go into flight again. Nice try, dude. I should really be ditching this. Because, like... Let's go for this guy. The stream's about the Newton, but we're just wiping everything out with that build. They still have that sword unit back there. Oh, wait. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. We're gonna pull the dangly legs on him. Dangly legs. Come on. It's funny trolling with this. Dangly legs. Oh my. Wait, what's that back there? Ah, come on. Dangly legs. Oh shoot. Why is he shooting me? What is that? Yeah, let me help you. Oh my. Dangly legs. From dangly legs to no legs. Get the hells nerfed. Not just the hells, it's also the scatty and the snare. That build's just nasty. Well, not just that build, the weapons themselves are nasty. That sounds like, why are we running subduers on that thing when we could be running hells? Actually, so subduers came out after the hell weapon, but are they the same cost to upgrade? I mean, if the hell weapon is cheaper, then why are you upgrading the subduer? More expensive, it doesn't even do that much damage. I need a jump. Wait, so this guy, he hid behind. He let me take the beacon. Why, dude? Wondering where that came from. You, sir. Yo, these guys have a lot of scarrows. I know there's a guy behind me. Oh. Are we charged? No, we're not. Up. I want to shoot his shield. I jumped. I think you try to get me. Yeah, this guy. Yes. Come on, I need to jump. Incoming! Ah, shoot. What is that? Oh. Let's try to figure out what that was. We need to bring out the dangly legs. That sounded wrong. I gotta keep this child friendly. He can't heal up. Notice that ultimate Fenrir. They're not as tanky as they were before. See? Look. The problem was the unstable conduit. I kept telling players that that was the big problem. Just want to get this beacon here. This way we have some beacons just in case. What do you think of this build, guys? It's not bad, right? I was trying to find other weapons you could use for your Condor. Like, I'm really liking this build. Overall, it actually surprised me. I had a crazy game with this members stream. I think I killed like three Titans with this, and we didn't even have the Titan. I don't want to heal up here. Man, I should have totally dropped in with the but that's okay. Dangly legs. Come on, we gotta kill him quick. Oh, come on. We kind of hitting him. Walter, thank you so much for the donation. Really do appreciate it. Dominating the field. The Raptor build's pretty strong. I like it. You wouldn't think that it would be tanky because I had like the jump unit on there, but I also have I think I have Wonder Worker. So when I jump, then I get heals. I think I have it. Oh no, I don't. We got Clever Survivor. Wait, does this even have Wonder Worker? Might. I thought I had one. Oh, maybe I need to change that. Yeah, let's change it. Because I had adjusted my builds because of the unstable conduit. But we're not running unstable conduit anymore, so I gotta change things again. Okay. What did I have? Oh, I think I had it on this thing. Yeah. Okay, we got Wonder Work on there. Is it a good bot to invest in? Honestly, it's not as bad as what players make it out to be. Like, I think I would rather run the Condor than to run like the Leo and maybe even possibly the Nuo. Although the Nuo can do a lot of damage if you got the right weapons on it. But if you're worried about, like, you know, your flying bot being kind of on the fragile side, I think I'd rather run the Condor over the Nuo. Because Nuo is like, you can do a lot of damage because the way that it boosts your damage up, but it's very fragile. So the thing is, a player needs to hit you first and then they get blinded. But once that period has ended where you've been blinded, usually the Nuo goes down. That's why you'll see, like, I will hit them with hells, and then I get blinded, and then soon after that, I kill them. That's why you need to run the... You need to run the shy on there, but even that isn't gonna be enough, I find most times. Wait, is that a... That might be a sword unit. Why is he hiding back there? Oh, okay, I see what it is. I gotta go. That's not a place I want to be. There's someone above. Wait, why is my... My super jump didn't work earlier. It's kind of weird. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I have the Kieran on here to prevent like tanks from healing. And then I use the shredder to shred them up with. He has the... Oh, there we go. Gonna make sure we get this this beacon here. Can I drop in safely? This might be kind of risky because I don't know if that's a Titan. What is this? Hi. Get that stuff out of here. Dangly legs! Shoot, I can't fire. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, yeah. I couldn't fire. I went into overheated state. We had just enough to get rid of him. What is that? This guy in. Oh shoot. Oh no. I fired too long. The pea shooter gun. We got all Tim's names for this. We got the dangly legs and we got the pea shooter. Pea shooter is the other weapon. What's that? Oh. You gotta be careful. That's a Mauler. Oh shoot. Back up. It's getting dangerous here. Yes, bring them out. Dangly legs. Oh, I can't. He's gonna go after me, this one here. Thing is, I want to go help, but there's so much cover there. It's not going to work. That's why they all went to the cover. Is he moving? He's moving close. I can see the distance. He's going to go after me, this guy. He's going to run across. He's thinking about it, I think. I got to go this way because the Bisaglia is here. This way he gets hit by the Bisaglia too. Yep, he was going after me. Ah! He's gonna have to stay on that beacon. Camille, newer Leo is played differently now. Oh. Rub against a wall as you fly, keep it. Yeah, if you bump against a wall or like cover, you will fly lower. I learned that trick from Jack when Jack was around. Defense mitigation. It might be the is it nuclear amp or whatever that I have? This one when it's charged up. You know about this? But I also have a skill on my my one weapon, the Jaeger. I don't know, it could be that too. Hey Joseph, finally caught a stream after a while. Yeah, I feel like sometimes my stream notifications don't get sent out, and by the time it gets sent out, then like the stream is done, so like viewers don't get to watch it. How does my baby account get so much damage per game? It's because I have my builds optimized. So basically what I do is, for example, let's just say I was building this condor, like I had well, you know what, there's another one that I could show, which the Archer would also be an example, but let's just say I have this Curie, and I find that the Curie does really well on the BR account. What I would do is, so let me just do this here. So when I put out, like, say, secrets revealed for the Curie, you know, like I would have certain weapons, but it's not really the weapons that I think play should be focused on. It's really the specialization track, the drone, and the pilot and pilot skills. That is more important than anything else. So what I would do is I would look to see, okay, how have I optimized a max level 1? Okay, so I'll look at, like, the track. So I know now on the baby account I need to go for this track. And then the drone, which is the Friezo, but if I don't have a Friezo, what I do is I look to see what the Friezo provides. So it gives me more speed, more defense points, the gray damage. I don't think this is working, but if it did, you know, that would be another thing, but it's more the speed and the defense points that I'm looking at. And then I would look at the pilot. Okay, so what pilot do we have? We have the Zoe pilot, and I look at the pilot skills. So now I know exactly what pilot skills, what drone, what weapons, what specialization track to use. And then what I do is, let me just go to my baby account here. I'll show this quick. I don't want to stream too long here, but this is usually what I would do to answer or do a Q&A, because I am actually building. I'm working on a Curie. Yeah, let's see. This is the baby account. It loads up. Today would be nice. There you go. All the pop-ups. Man, I was online earlier watching ads. Okay, so now you see we got a Curie here, which I won from... I don't even know when I won this. I didn't even realize I had one. I was looking at my hang. I was like, oh, I have one. And then you got the glaciers. So what I would then do is use this track. Probably want to change this now that we've... I don't even know if I need advanced repair, because this doesn't have that much health. So then we got the Zoe pilot, and then I start getting the exact same skills. Now, because I know, and I know directly what skills to go for, when I have enough, then what I will do is I would just choose it directly. Because this way I actually save. Even though I know it's costing more through here, I'm actually saving, because if I go through the random thing and it gives me... so what is the random... yeah, it's gonna be 100, but if it gave me like the wrong one, maybe 100 is not too bad, but I would still spend because I know exactly what I'm going for. And then I have an optimized build. And I make sure that my weapons are higher level than my bot. That's the other thing that I do. So that's how I get a strong build on the baby account, on the free account. This is why I find it so odd, and I find it funny too at the same time, but I think it's more these players, they don't really understand the game, or they don't understand what I'm offering on my channel. When I do Secrets Reveal, players are like, well, Adrian, obviously gonna work. It's gonna work because you're running everything max level. That's not the point. The point is I'm showing you what skills, what specialization track, what pilot, and the drone to use, so that you don't have to experiment. If you have to experiment, you're going to burn through a lot of power cells. Well, not power cells, your resources like gold, your silver, you know, your microchips and stuff, because you might be leveling up the wrong drone, for example. So that's why I show things at max level. Because if I didn't show it at max level, you wouldn't actually know what to go for. It would cost you like 3 times more in resources, like 3 times more in silver, because you won't know actually what to go for. You'll be leveling up like the wrong weapons and everything. Yeah, so that's why. What pilot should you use if you don't have the sword unit one? Go for like a universal, like a damage one. The Adrian pilot. Yeah, if you have my pilot, you can use it. It gives you increased damage. The first skill that I would put on a Curie, that's a good one. Maybe Stubborn Warrior. I usually so Stubborn Warrior is a skill that I use on really all my bots. So that would be, you know, one of them. But some bots like the Ocho, for example. The Ocho, your first skill should actually be Death Survivor, because that allows you to use your ability if they knock you down to... Oh my gosh, that's a lot of... Oh, I should have known. It's Stabby and Crutches. Wait a minute. I'm gonna get hit here. Oh, I'm getting targeted. Ugh. Wait, we didn't even get our beacon on that side. Oh, shoot. We need to get that beacon, guys. At some point, we need to get that beacon. He's gonna get this beacon. Oh, shoot, that was close. We need another beacon fast. Oh boy. There's someone here. There is someone here. I see stealth. Or he's still here. Oh. Hi. Game's over. We don't have any beacons. Game is over. My team is being destroyed. Yeah, I ran into a duo. Cactus and Rapid. Your pilot is Medea. Your pilot... So Medea is not really going to help on the sword unit. Because unless, of course, you run corrosion weapons. Also, the other thing, too, with Medea, it's only increasing the damage of those weapons, like corrosion weapons. It's not doing increase of the corrosion itself. What am I using on the Condor? I'm using Nucleon and Cork. I'll do a video about it. I actually had a really good game on... I think it was on Valley map. Yeah, it was on Valley map. Yeah, these. You wouldn't think. How do I think the flamethrower Teth would do? Well, flamethrowers is one of the ways to deal with the tanks, especially the Teth right now. Did you have sustained damage? A big clip too. The Newton is cooking dinner. I needed to drop in with that sooner, but like we had no beacons. And the thing is, I pushed center, hoping that we could get it, and then I was gonna go towards their beacon. But then I realized afterwards, no one on our team went for our beacon. And I was like, okay, well, maybe I should have gone for our beacon. There's a guy over here. And I got locked down too. You know what they say about campers? You got to be careful here because they're pushing heavy on this left flank. We might get flanked heavily on this side here. Yeah, that's a lot of players on that flank. I'm gonna fall back. Oh, they got into center. Okay. I think my Titan is ready. Maybe we could use this to. Guys, you need to get into your Titans ASAP. Why are you Dune weapons? This is what happens when I don't have aggressive team. They're giving up all the beacons here. That's a Titan to my right. My team just all quit. Wait, we only got... Let's see what's going on. This is why you hold your beacons. You see what's happening? You see how many bots my team's losing now? They don't want to lose their bots, but they're willing to lose the entire hangar. Yeah, we gotta get another beacon here. The game's over though. Ooh. Ah shoot, I thought I was gonna teleport in. They pushing now. Well, I guess now it's better than never. He's going for that beacon. Man, I thought we were gonna lose. Well, I mean, we might still lose, but still. Is this gonna be a comeback? For real? I just gotta sit on this beacon. We don't have a beacon bar left. I can't leave it. What the heck is this game, man? Yeah, we don't want to give up any beacons here. Oh my. The comeback is real. That's over. It's over. Maybe my teammates were watching the live stream. Yeah, you'll get run over. You play too passive. That was a crazy comeback. That's like a good example of, you know, a team that plays too passive. They think they're going to just play support. You can't win games like that. You got to be aggressive. Otherwise, the other team's going to walk all over you. Do I believe in miracles? After that game, yes. That was crazy. I didn't think we were going to win. I'm like, you guys, you got to push back. You can't let them trample over you like that. How about we get some likes for that win, guys? We only got 99. At least 100. Oh, Jamel, thank you so much for the donation. So good to see the Newton in action again. Well, actually, to be honest, I never really liked the Newton because of when we had the Newton Tonans meta. But that was just like toxic, that one. Because players, I don't even know if you can still do that. Can you still link like one Newton uses a choke and then when that's over, another Newton takes over? Can you still do that? That was the part that I didn't like about the Newton. Thanks, guys. Let's hope we have the same teammates from the last game. Okay, I usually go for center. Oh, I should have done that a lot sooner. He's gonna get it. No. They didn't get their beacon though. Don't know why they didn't get their beacon. They could have been spawning here. Get rid of him. Uh-oh, he's getting that beacon. We're losing all our beacons again. Look at this. I want to get that beacon. We have no beacons. We have absolutely no beacons. Guys, this is beacon rush. Come on, we just need a beacon. Knock his shield down. He's gonna drop into that Titan or something here. Ah, shoot, that guy got me. Wait. Can we do the dangly legs? Oh no, we can't. We need to get this Devourer. Wait, he's gonna go after my teammate, and then when he does that, I'm gonna use... No! Dangly legs! Everyone shoot him! Yes! This is the ultimate troll Titan. Oh, come on. Oh my. Hi. I'm trying to use it on that Ravager. Stop hiding. There we go. Oh my. Hi. Yes. And this guy lands. You troll with him. Yes. Wait, is that all their Titans? Wait. Oh, there's only 3. Wait, that's a Titan. Why would you drop your Titan in now? Was he not charged? Come on, come on. You wanna... You know you want to. You know you want to. Oh. I was waiting for that Devourer to attack so I could see him. Campers beware of the Newtons. The best part is when they're like hiding. And then you use your ability on them, like, oh man. Arm go with the dampers? No, the dampers don't do that well. I'm trying to think. So wait, which arm weapon? You talking about the light or the medium? You could try. I'm trying to think like what weapons. Maybe like Hussar. So if you have like Hussar weapons, because if you're running, so if you're running this, 500 meters. So Hussars or the Marquis might work a bit better. It has slightly more range, but it fires a lot. It's going to be similar to the arm weapons. Yeah. So that would be Marquis if it's a light. So that would be... think I have some light. We have this one here. Dragon marquees or just the regular marquees. And you can build it in workshop too. Honestly, the Newton's doing pretty decent. The choke ability really helps. A rig. I don't think you want Pixonic to do that because everyone would just be floating then. It would be the most annoying thing. Don't give them that idea, please. Oh, almost looks like I overshot it. Okay, well, we know there's a... Incoming! That was your mistake right there. Shouldn't have fired. Someone's gonna spawn behind me. Just gonna try to hold this down for as long as possible here. Get rid of him. Him. Wow, you guys really in a lot of trouble, man. That's what happens when you camp too much. Oh yeah, you're in a lot of trouble now. Oh man. Oh, things are happening. What is this? What am I shooting? A raptor? What was that? Can't even tell what that was. Oh, he destroyed. Wait, what? Incoming! Oh, shoot. I did a weird bounce. Ah. Oh, look at my health. Not bad. Do we have our beacons back there? What seems to be the problem here, guys? This guy? Okay, we got a bit of a problem in center. Don't worry. Dangly legs. What is this? Let's find out. Oh, we can't see him. He's gonna kill me. What do you think you're doing? Holy gee. Whoa, this thing just cleared out the whole... Coming through. What's this guy in? That's a Minos. Hi. Come on, we gotta do the dangly legs. Dangly legs now. Yes. What is that? I don't even know what that was. What was that? Raptor? I might get Newton nerfed. I totally stole that one. They were all looking. Newton's making a comeback. Everyone's gonna use Newton now, and then I'm gonna regret using it today. The armrest. Well, the only reason why I say that the damper is not good is because when I did my... we actually did do a test on the Teth. Because we were thinking maybe dampers would work, and it couldn't even break the physical shield of the Teth. So, like, you're not really applying any rust because you got to break through the shield first. So we're like, no, scrap that. I actually had that in my test, but I edited that part out. We also tried Quarkers too. Quarkers did better than the dampers. Although we're talking about light versus medium here, so I guess maybe I should have run atomizers. Fair comparison. Hey Luke. You ready? Start to? Yeah, I need to practice properly with those weapons. I don't usually run. Well, first of all, I don't usually run the Newton, let alone these weapons. Wait, someone was saying in the chat that the shredders don't lock down anymore? I know they changed it, but they changed that? Oh man, why does it sometimes I can't do a super jump for some reason. I don't know if it's... I can't just be messing up because usually it does work. See, like now, I did it. He's gonna drop in front. What the? I'm trying to get rid of this guy. Oh. So, oh wait. We gave up our beacons. That's not good. What is this guy in? He's got a shield. We are gonna need to Oh, come on. That condo build, honestly, holy shoot, guys. Okay, this is bad. Yeah, we don't have any place to spawn now. They're all gonna cluster around the spawn. Uh-oh. Yeah, no. Game's over. I'll drop in here, instant death. One of those games again. Beacons. Yeah, try to go for beacons. We gave up our home on that map. You can't give up your... On that map, actually, the far right beacon, so the beacon that I went for is the most important one, because usually if you lose that, you will lose the game. Pull out the dangly legs. Actually, so that map, you gotta make sure that you have your home beacons if you're gonna run that Newton, because if you don't, you're gonna lose it straight off the bat. Because they're gonna have like maulers. Oh. So look, like I can do my super jump now for whatever reason. I don't even know why it worked. I'm gonna get killed here. I'm fighting 3 guys. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. I keep getting blinded. We may want to drop in with our Titans now. Oh, I'm just getting hit. Why would you drop in with that, dude? My teammates. No, that charged him up. Behind you. Dude, behind you. Thank you. Thank you for shooting into my shield. This guy's just going after me, this one here. Let's see if we can try to EMP him. Let's... We can... Yep. That guy's so focused on me, I didn't say anything. I wanted him to follow me, because if he's watching the live stream, he lost out on beacons. Luch is coming. I had multiple players coming after me, but none of my teammates also, they didn't drop in with their titans. A little what? Fire scarecrow? Brian! Hey Brian! Thank you for being a member for 78 months. How's Brian doing today? Smart wins. Yeah, I gotta be very careful because when I talk about my strategy, if I talk about it in the chat, then they will adjust their play. So I don't like talking about it sometimes. So I'll do certain things, and by the time they find out, most times it's too late. I know what weapons you got now. I still got last stand though. This guy didn't see me. Watch this. Hello! Thank you. Wait, what happened? The guy crashed. Say what? Can he just shake his head at me? Still got last stand. Okay, so hopefully my teammates can get some beacons now because get those beacons. I mean, I had like the whole team there. Like 4 guys. There we go. There we go, guys. Uh-oh. Oh no. We might need some titans here. Wait, where'd he go? We need to get another beacon quick. Okay, wait, we're gonna go this way. Okay, we triggered his blind, so we know that next hit is gonna kill that Nuo if he's still here. There we go. There we go. Oh. Newton! That's a bot. He's got a last stand. I don't know what this guy has, but he has a last stand. What do you think you're doing? You're not gonna get this beacon. You can forget about it. Uh-oh. You gotta be careful of this one. He's got a sword unit. Oh, he's inside. Wait, what? To fall back because I was scared that guy's gonna hit me just as well. Yeah, that guy. Sword unit. That's gotta be Mauler, this guy here. Hold on. Dangly legs! We're all up top here, but they don't have any beacon bar. We're gonna win. Yes. You don't recognize any of the bots or weapons. You all have flames and shredders. Leinani? I haven't run those weapons in actually quite a while. Okay, we'll run one more game and then that's gonna be it for the stream. By the way, for the members, tomorrow I'm gonna be live streaming my My baby account. Oops. Almost dropped my phone. I'm not streaming on my phone, I just have my phone here. Raptor with the shine. Actually, the Raptor that I have is a lot stronger. I don't run that build. I ran it. Actually, when did I run it? I ran that build when I did the Dream Hangers. I'm getting focused down. We're gonna be in trouble here. This guy's gonna teleport to me. That's why he's looking over the edge like that. We need to get that beacon at the bottom quickly while we still can. My team needs to push that side. This guy will die. What is that? I couldn't even tell what that was. Well, on the beacon. Ooh. Get rid of this guy. Oh man, I'm overheated. No. We need to drop in with our Titans quickly before they get to this side. We're gonna lose because wait, guys, we gotta drop in the top. I think he's gonna go for that side. Ooh, I'm overheated now. What is this? We're giving up. I have to give up the beacons. This is not a brawler. Yeah, we gave up all our beacons. Oh well. Okay, we got him. Trying to get it so that he fires into my shield. This way he takes more damage. Whoa! Wait, why can't I move? I'm trying to slice and dice him up in the air. It's not working. Where is he? Got him. Oh. He's giving us the beacon. He has to use his ability to survive. There we go. Why do I have so many Cossacks? It has to do with selling equipment. I'll show you the reason now why. Yeah, so many think I do that because I've tanked. You can't actually tank down with these accounts because I'm locked in Champion League. Hold on, let me just see what we have in each hangar here. I mean, the same actually goes for. Okay, I can use this as an example. Let's just unequip that. Okay, let's just say. By the way, that was my last game. Let's just say I wanted to sell like a weapon, like a medium or a light. So you know, like how if you look at my hangers, so these Cossacks, they all have weapons on it, right? That one. You can see they all have weapons, but then on the fifth hanger deck, this Archo doesn't have a weapon. So if I want to sell light and medium weapons, like if I'm in my main hanger here and I want to sell light or medium, it won't allow me to do it. I don't know who came up with this idea, but they really need to change it. So let's just say, I don't know if I have a light weapon. Okay, let's just say we wanted to sell a spiral. Message is going to pop up. There are empty weapon slots on your hanger robots. Please fill your equip hanger robots. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the only way that I can sell is now I have to go to the fifth hanger slot. I have to put weapons on this thing. So it could be any weapon. It doesn't really matter. As long as there are weapons on this, then I can sell that Punisher. Or not Punisher, the spiral. Okay, so I'm just going to throw anything on here because... So you notice how long it's taking me to do this because I got to put it now on 4 slots, right? Okay, so now if we go back to the main hanger, the first one, which bot was I looking? I guess on this one. Or it was on the, yeah, whatever. So we go to the light weapon and now we should be able to sell it. So the screen will pop up. And now we can sell it. Because now all the bots in each hanger deck has weapons on it. So instead of doing that, what I do is the quicker way, instead of equipping 4 weapons on the Archo, the fastest way to do it. Let me just get rid of that. The fastest way is to just buy a Cossack because it's cheap and it comes equipped with 1 weapon. I don't do some ask me why don't I do a Destria. Cossack only has 1 weapon. It's the same price, yes, but it has 1 weapon. So now I can sell, right? Because now all of them have weapons on. So now I can go into here and then I can sell. If I wanted to. I'll just use CC. That's the reason why I have all these Cossacks. And the same thing actually applies for Titans. It's really annoying, when I'm doing content. Because sometimes I might be working on 2 videos at the same time. So like I might have this for one video and then this might be a different hanger. But if I remove something and then I'm like, I need to sell stuff because I need to clean up my inventory, I can't. And then I have to equip on each and every bot. It's just really annoying. Would I specifically build this Newton setup? No, I don't. For me personally, I wouldn't. But if you have the Newton, because I know there's some players that have it, and like they don't run it because they say like it's garbage or whatever. But if they have these weapons, then I think it's totally worth running. Like if you have the Titan already. For a free player, I still think the Indra is the best way to go. Like it's just it just survives so many metas. But I understand like some players struggle with the Indra because they say, well, they always die with it. But I think it's more, not to be mean or anything, but I think it's more a skill issue and it's something that you learn with time. So maybe they just haven't developed that skill yet because you have to time your abilities. Like you don't just use it every time you have it, and you got to learn to really time, which is a good thing because it teaches you to time. If you learn to time your abilities for Indra, then you will learn. You know that you have to do that for each and every Titan or robot. Like the timing is very important. That's why you still only have... Yep. That's why I prefer having 1 hanger deck. The restrictions, I don't understand why they do that. It's really annoying because like sometimes... So this account, first of all, does not belong to me. Okay, it belongs to Pixonic. They give me this account so that I can create content. I do have a personal account which I was spending a lot on before to make it, but it wasn't feasible. I mean, you got to think. So let's just say we were doing dream hangers. So I'm doing someone's dream hanger. I would have to build it with my own account. If I didn't have the bot, I would have to max it out. You know, the weapons. And then if I had the pilot, but the skills are different, I got to change the skills. And then after the video or the live stream, I will have to change it back to what I was running. I mean, I could be running upwards of like over $1,000 just to showcase something that is only going to be for 2 hours. And then I got to swap it back. That's going to run me another one, $2,000 just to switch it back for one live stream. I don't even recoup that. That's crazy. Like, I would not do that. And then the same thing applies for if I am doing like guides or something, right? Like I would, so someone was asking like, how do I get, because they noticed like my baby account, which has only MK1 level 6 bots, but my weapons are level 9 and they kind of curious, how do I get that damage? So most of the damage I would say is actually from the Indra, but there's some cases where I actually do pretty decent damage, even with my bots. Like maybe like the Archer, for example. And they're trying to figure out like, how do I do so much damage? Like what am I doing differently? When I do like secrets revealed or like guide videos, I'm showing everything at max level because this way, okay, so let me just actually, I'll use this as an example. Where's the Archer? This is why I show things at max level, by the way. So you can mark this part in the live stream if you want. Because players always ask me, like, they can't relate because, you know, they don't have so-and-so weapon or it's not maxed out. It has nothing to do with being maxed out. Look, you can have a bot and your weapons could be maxed out, but the bot doesn't do well. So why doesn't it do well? Well, it doesn't do well because you're running maybe the wrong specialization track. Maybe you're running the wrong drone, pilot skills. Those are actually what will make the big difference. Okay, so let's just say this is my Archer build with the Haruko. I'll show you everything now so that you can understand why I show things at max level. Because this is what I did on the baby account for free, by the way. Okay, so this is the Archer, unknown Archer. We've got Cryo and Rhyme. You guys know I like running this setup. Okay, so well, probably don't really need unstable conduit now. Advanced repair, the brawler track. Notice all of this. We've got the Haruko drone. We've got this Tiger pilot, very specific pilot that makes the Archer strong. You can take screenshots of the pilot skills. Okay, tough guy, stubborn warrior, cautious. Okay, now we're gonna go. So just imagine I've created secrets revealed for the Archer. I've shown you all this, right? And this is how you're gonna do it with your free account. Hold on, let me just go to my baby account. This is how valuable that, I'm gonna show you just how valuable those videos are. Players don't realize how much it will save you. I mean, it saves you not only the amount of resources, because you wouldn't actually know these things for starters, but it saves you a lot of time too. So someone who's like trying to figure out why the Archer is weak, they could be spending months trying to figure that out. Well, they'll know it like in one day. That's the difference. Okay, so this is my baby account. So just remember all those things I just showed you maxed out, right? Okay, I got an Archer. It's not the unknown Archer, but it's okay. We got the Archer. We've got the Cryo, and we've got the Rhyme. Notice it's not limited edition. It's not MK3, doesn't matter. Brawler. Okay, we're probably gonna change. I mean, I could get away with maybe they'll just do repair. You could do advanced repair. Repair unit, I will just be saving. I'll be saving a bit on power cells. But notice the track. Brawler. Stand. Notice the drone. Haruko. It's not maxed out. I got it to level 11. I could use an upgrade token if I wanted to. Notice the pilot. The same pilot. Notice the skills. Now, I don't have everything, but I have the skills that I had on the other one. So what I'm doing is, this is a watered down version, but it is the optimum build that I can possibly get for the level of robot that I have. But the key ingredient here was knowing which skills to go for, which specialization track, which drone. And if I didn't have this one, then I would change it out for something like a Shy or like an Armadillo. You know, so I take what what I have as reference, and then I apply it watered down. And that's how you will get the optimum setup for the level that you're currently running at. This is why that is so important. Like, I can't stress this enough, like how those videos can really help players out. It's like massive. Like, if you look at my my Indra, well, I mean, I don't even have pilot skills here. I got this one. I need to level it up more to, yeah, I need to change these. So what I'll do is I will reference when I need the time comes to changing. I will go to the maxed out one to see what skills I have, and then I would just pick it directly, because this way I save on my resources. This is how I don't spend as much. But this is also why I show players these things, so that they don't have to spend that much, because then they'll know. I mean, you don't have to, it's not like concrete, like it has to be this way in order to be that strong. I'd say it's about like 90% there in terms of optimized, because there's going to be a couple of things that you can change here and there, but it serves as a blueprint. So this way, when you guys build your robots or your titans, you know what to choose. No thinking involved. I mean, I'm actually making your life, making it easier for you. That's why I don't get why players. I just let them do their own thing. I'll let them suffer. They'll figure it out, hopefully. Top 3 pilot skills for bots. That one's a really tricky one, Fun, because sometimes it depends on the actual bot itself. Like, some bots will be different. So for example, I could say, well, Stubborn Warrior, I usually use Armor Expert. I'm trying to think, like, what are the one I use? I mean, those two specifically, but then it's going to vary depending on your bot too. Because if you're running like a tank, then you will have things like Tough Guy and Cautious Pilot. But I say it's going to depend on the bot too, because on something like the Ocho, out of all these skills, if I had to pick just one, the first one I would get was actually this Deaf Survivor. And you might be thinking, well, that doesn't make sense. It's like it's a purple or T3 skill. Wouldn't these be stronger? No, actually, because with the Ocho, what it allows me. So if I'm charging into a group of players, I'm not going to be taking that much damage when I'm in my ability. Then when my ability ends, I'm going to take a lot of damage quickly. My health is going to drop down to 50%. But when it drops down to 50%, this skill allows me to use my ability again. And that's going to allow me to stay alive for longer. So that's why it's a skill that is specific, I guess, to the Ocho. I mean, you have this on other bots, but for the Ocho, I think this would be my #1 skill. So if I did that, I would have to do it specific to every single bot in the game, because it's going to depend on the bot. What is the best pilot for the Shenlo? I haven't even run the Shenlo in like ages. When did I stop? Oh, I think I stopped running it when the ducks came out, because it was just dying all the time. What do I have on this one? Hit points to the this gives you more, gaining even more defense for her robot. To the Aegis shield every time an ability charge is used, gaining even more. Okay, so it looks like you get an Aegis shield for this one. What's the other one? When the duration of the robot's ability runs out, I would actually say go for this one. Yeah, I might want to change that pilot. I don't even think I had it on here before, did I? No, I don't think I leveled it up. That one came afterwards. Yeah, I would go with this one, because just looking at it this way, so every time you teleport, you get 7%. So if you're going for purely damage, this would be the one to go for. This other one is more defense. I guess if you had a low level, maybe if you had a low level Shen low, but then you would be sacrificing damage. For me, I think I would just go damage. I would prefer the other one. Like if I was running a Shen low, put it this way, if I was running a Shen low on my baby account, I wouldn't go for this one. I'd go for the other one. Because I tend to focus on damage a lot. Hey Skyros. Can I make a video on the symbols? If I'm being honest, there's only a couple that I look at sometimes, but most times I don't look at all of that. The thing is, I find there's so many symbols, and I know it can be helpful. The thing is, when I'm in a fight, I want to be focused on the actual fight, not looking up top here, left. But sometimes I do look on the left side because I can see like if my nuclear amp is charged, for example. But there is a couple. I kind of wish that they didn't have all those symbols, if I'm being honest, because there's a lot of things already going on in the game. It just makes it more complicated. You heard some news that the Mauler is going to be nerfed again? I wouldn't be surprised. So I've actually said this before. Just so that you guys have this as reference, you know, moving forward, it's kind of good to know these things. So I find with Pixonic, and this is more just something that I've noticed over the years, it actually goes for buffing and for nerfing. So let's just say you had a Mauler. Oh, actually, let's use the Bjorn, because the Bjorn's like the latest. Let's just say you got the Bjorn, and you noticed maybe not next month, or like maybe 3 months down the road, you notice that Pixonic decides to nerf the Bjorn once. There's like a 80-90% chance there's going to be another nerf that follows, because you will find quite often it goes in stages. So it'll be one nerf, two nerf, and then maybe a third. So if you look at the Mauler, how many nerfs has the Mauler had? I think it's like 2, right? I think it might be 2. So that would be the third. And the same thing actually goes for like weapons. So I'm trying to think like what weapons did they buff? What weapons did they buff? I know they nerfed a couple. I'm trying to think like what weapons did they buff here? I mean, we had some. Didn't they buff? I think they did buff the blast shotguns. Yeah, they buffed the blast shotguns recently. So that is one buff. That means there's about an 80-90% chance they're going to buff it again. So this is kind of really handy information, because, you know, when you're, especially if you're a free player, you're looking at, you know, what you should upgrade. Always pay attention to what is being buffed. Even if it's an old weapon or whatever, because, yeah, it gives you insight into the possibility that it's going to be buffed again. Usually there's at least 2 stages to it. They were like, it's not like, oh, they're just going to buff it once. Usually it's like 1 buff, 2 buff, maybe 3 buff, but definitely there's a second after. If you look at the Demeter, or even the Revenant, you guys know Revenant, right? If you look at the Revenant, they buffed it once. I think they buffed it a second time. I think the one that the recent one we got might be, it's either the second or third, but I know they buffed it. I think it might be the third. How is a Leo? Does it work anymore? Leo doesn't. So you can use a Leo, but it's definitely not like it was before. I think the Nuo is the strongest between the two. But if I had a choice between the Leo, the Nuo, and the Condor, I would actually go for the Condor. Because you know, just out of the games I played, I seem to do better with the Condor now. And I really like the setup. I think I'm going to do a video on this, because like I've had some really good games using, like, you might think Quark and Nuclear and all weapons, but I'm finding like these are really good at knocking down like shields too. You leave 2 for the Mauler. Okay, so the next one will be the third one, and then you will notice there's probably not going to be a nerf after that, because a lot of players will ditch it. And then they'll probably shift to like Luchador, I'm trying Luchador, Indra, Bjorn. And then if you see that a lot are running Bjorn, when they do nerf Bjorn, pay attention. Usually there's like an 80-90% chance if they nerf something, there's going to be another nerf afterwards. And then the same thing actually goes with like if they buff something. Crazy damage but dies. Yeah, so if you run the Leo or the Nuo, what I usually do is I run it with Shy. I don't know if I have it on this one. I think I might have unequipped. Yeah, I unequipped all of mine. I like running it with the Hell, the Ice Noodles. I run it with that, and then I use the Shy because sometimes. So I use this because sometimes, like they try to snipe me, and this helps initially. But this is very squishy. A lot of players don't realize you can do a lot of damage with it, but the Nuo goes down very quick. So the first hit, you will blind your opponent, but then usually after that you get killed, especially by someone running like this. How do you want to play the Leo? So usually when I play the Leo, what I do is I pay attention first when you drop in who on your team has like, you know, really strong bot. By strong bot, I don't mean like the level. Like you can look to see what like kind of meta. If they're running something like a Teth, those are the bots that I will link to, because you want to keep them alive. Because the chances are, if they have like a Teth, they will also try to protect you because they don't want to lose that link. So you wanna pay attention to who your teammates are. Don't just link to anyone. I find sometimes players do that, and I'm like, why did you link to that guy? He's a camper. Yeah. You use the support. Doesn't that have... Yeah, you can use that. I think that has a last stand, right? So if you use that with the Shy, you'll have a double last stand. Well, a first stand and a last stand. So you'll survive for a bit longer. Okay, so anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for the stream. Just trolling with the Newton. That was a lot of fun. I don't know, I might actually use this more often. Like, we had some really good games with it, where it should have died. Well, actually, some games it did die because the enemy got to be this kind of build. So you got to make sure that you don't play it too aggressively. Maybe that's why I was dying too, because I'm more of an aggressive player. You got to play more hangback. And hope that like the Luchadors and the Maulers get in front of you so that you can really act as support. But it can really mess you up if you're not careful. This thing, like even like an ultimate Arthur stands no chance against this. I'll tell you that, because if they try to get close, you just use the choke ability, and they're not really protected from these weapons either. You'll blast right through their shield. This is like their nightmare, actually. So if you have these weapons and you've leveled up the Newton and you're having trouble with like the ultimate Arthur, run this thing. I'm telling you, it will mess them up. So anyways, before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior Lone, Dominic Kine, Dies, Peter Cold, and Alex for helping to moderate today's live stream chat. Much appreciated. Also, thank you very much to Walter, to Jamel, also to Brian. Thank you so much, guys, for your donations, for your memberships, for your support. Really do appreciate it. If they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out. And actually, before I get going, if you are purchasing anything from the web shop, I would definitely appreciate if you use my creator code. I believe we get like 5%. So if you spend like $100, we get like $5. It's not a lot, but at least it goes towards supporting the channel. This way I can continue to do videos, live streams, guides, like Secrets Revealed, or Dream Hangers, or giveaways. You know, that helps This way I can continue to do all of that stuff for you guys. So yeah, if you haven't yet done so, make sure to leave a thumbs up. What? Before module specialization, you always use Newton for the brawler. Yeah, you could use it before. I think it's because you could put like double repair amp or something on it. A lot of players were doing that, but you can't do that anymore. So you got to play it differently. Okay, so just actually before I get going, if you're a member of the channel, there will be a member stream tomorrow morning. I'll be running the baby account live. So that will be then. So hope to see you guys then. I'll probably put out a note. And also for the ones asking about the TETH giveaway, the winners, those will be announced on Sunday officially. But I should have the winners on Saturday night. So I'll probably announce it then. And maybe even start rewarding the prizes or sending it out Saturday night. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. Thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And until the next live stream, I will catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.